Welcome to Hayes America, Gross Coliseum, campus of Fort Hays State University. February 27th, 2010. Dale Leach and Mike Perry here for the MHS Linebackers to bring you the second day of wrestling at the Class 1-2-3A State Wrestling Tournament. Thanks for driving down here, Mike. I didn't have to stay awake.
Well, it's filling up here at Gross Memorial Coliseum. Minneapolis has 4 or 5 wrestlers still in this tournament, 6 counting Tate Omley from El Saline, who will be wrestling for the championship at 171, I believe the weight class is.
189, I think.
189. And as luck would have it, Austin Crossan from Minneapolis ended up wrestling Tate in the second round, I believe, yesterday. Crossan won his first match and then ended up against Omley. Omley moved on. Crossan is working up the backside. And the first match we'll have here today looks like will be Weston Penn of Minneapolis at 119 against Lang, Adrian Lang from Lions. You know, that close, you'd think they probably would have wrestled once before.
Possibly.
During the course of the year.
And these are in the consolation rounds. Kids that haven't lost 2 decisions yet, trying to wrestle their way back in for a potential 3rd place medal. Skylar Constable is the only Minneapolis wrestler that's out so far. He in the 112-pound class yesterday lost his first match to Casey Biddle of B Central, whatever that is, by a fall. And in his second match, he lost to Zach Dewey of Chaparral with a fall. So he's out. Weston Penn so far lost his first match by a fall to Gareth Griffith of Rawlins County. Won his second match here in the consolations against Adrian Lang of Lions, of Denton Tankersley of Leody by a major decision, 10-1. And as Mike mentioned, will wrestle a Lions athlete, Adrian Lang, in the 119-pound weight class.
As I look back in the brackets, Penn, it's kind of the luck of the draw, but if you do well in your sub-state or your regional, then you get a lower-seeded person. But Weston must have had a pretty tough go in the regional and ends up with a kid that has a 30-5 record right off the get-go. So that was a tough first match for Weston, but he's bounced back with a victory in his second match, and we'll have the third match here, wrestling up the backside.
Just now getting ready to come on the mat.
Up on mat 2, weight class 119, match 264, 10 Minneapolis, Lion.
So Weston's getting ready to wrestle here.
He will be down here in the blue mat on the southeast corner.
They're running 4 mats at the same time here, so Dale's going to have to be on his toes to have the...
hopefully we won't have 2 guys going at once.
Yeah.
But if they are, it won't be hard to swing back and forth. Well, Mike and I are spoiled here. We're up in the press box. Ran into Emily Fleming right away. Gave us updated brackets. Nice to see a smiling face that we know.
So Weston needs to come out strong here, and so he can move on in this. On the backside, it's tough. You wrestle quite a bit to get to 3rd place, but he's got it in him, and I look forward to this match right here. Weston Penn with his back to you. Now the wrestlers kind of lock up a little bit there. Weston very good at shooting in, tries to throw, and it's Adrian Lang. And Dale and I were wondering if these two have met before. More than likely they have.
Weston being in the royal blue, or excuse me, the navy blue, and the Lions wrestler in the royal blue.
Weston has the black knee pads on.
The red tennies. And the big power line on his back there.
Ran into my southeast of Saline friend. He's the head coach at Southeast Wrestling. His guys are not faring as well as they'd like, but of course when you get the state like this, you get the competition, that's for sure.
And I'm sure Minneapolis is disappointed that they have no one out of the Minneapolis school into the finals, but hey, if you can end up with third place, that's pretty good in this competition.
That's the end of the first round, and Green's going to choose. That would be the Lions wrestler. He's going to choose down here to start the second period. Weston will be up. No score that I can tell. It looks like
No,
it's still 0-0.
It's right behind the table there, and it's 0-0.
Lions wrestler looking for a reverse, and Weston grabs a leg. Waiting for the whistle for the out of bounds. He thought he was going to get it, kind of let up there. Weston will be up again here as Lang will be down, the Lions wrestler. No score first match here this morning of a Minneapolis wrestler. Penn's got him up in the air, got almost to take down there out of bounds.
We apologize we didn't get a knowledgeable person to come help us.
Thanks, Dale.
Cleo Semino was going to be with us, but just work wouldn't allow it. So you have two guys that are pretty novices at this. We're honored to be here. There wasn't a slam intended there, Mike.
Okay. Still no score as Weston runs Lang out of bounds again.
I know the Minneapolis listeners always enjoy listening to Cleo because he's so knowledgeable.
Now Weston's in on top, and Lang tries to set out, but Weston has him under control. Lang just not doing much on the bottom at all. And you're right, we could easily end up with two wrestlers going at the same time. As they had mentioned, the next wrestler, I think, will be John Corman, wrestling up the backside also, and he will be on the next available mat. So we could have two at the same time. Penn almost with a quick.
There's an
escape,
so
and
Penn's down
2
1,
points
2, yeah.
for Lions wrestler. Now Weston's going to need a takedown here. 2-0 Lions. Lang winning here.
Weston did a good job of controlling Lang for the first period and a half. Lang finally got that escape.
And Lang crawls up the legs of Penn, but they're out of bounds. Luckily, they ran out of room.
Here comes Corman.
Up on mat 4, weight class 125, match 267, Brown, Flint Hills, Portland, Minneapolis.
Weston Penn locked up with Lang over on one mat, and John Corman getting ready to start at 125 on another mat. So
Penn and Lang still headlocked here.
hopefully Weston can get a takedown here and wrap this thing up.
Second period's about done. Period's over after 2 periods. Weston trails 2-0. And John Corman comes on to the mat. Not quite start yet. Third period will start here for Weston Penn.
John Corman will get Jesse Brown from Flint Hills. Weston took down, trying to get a escape.
We'll zoom out. You can see both wrestlers here. Pins in the upper right-hand corner. Corman's in the lower left-hand corner.
Minute 40 left, and Weston gets an escape, so it's 2-1. Corman gets a takedown, and the Flint Hills wrestler sets out of there. John hangs on and does not allow the escape. So Corman's up 2-0. Weston's behind 2-1. He's got control of this Lions wrestler. Needs a takedown.
Down to a minute 5 to go in the match. He's down by 1.
They're going to start him over in the middle. Both wrestlers will be up, I believe, yes.
Corman's up by 2-1, I believe I'm reading, isn't he? Yes.
I think it's
green. He's got the green. He's the green score.
Yes. Corman's got him in trouble. He's got a leg and he's on top. There's the takedown. Oh my, they stopped the action there.
Weston Penn down to 43 seconds, still down a point, 2-1.
Giving a warning to the Flint Hills wrestler. Corman's down, leading 2-1. Sets out nicely and should have, the Flint Hills kid gets him in a headlock. Now Corman's got control of him now. They should be able to.
I'm going to switch back to Penn here in the last bit of his, last 20 seconds of his match. Needs a takedown to win.
15 seconds. Weston desperately needs a takedown here. There's only 10 left, and the Lions kid's holding on and
stops with 4 seconds, out of bounds.
Weston shoots in, but they're going to run out of time. That's it.
So
2-1. The Lions kid wins on a close match, 2-1. Weston Penn with his second defeat. Now we switch back to Corman here on the mat closest to us.
He's up 4-1. Has control over this wrestler. We are in the second period, a minute 7 to go.
Corman will be up here to start the second period, Dale?
Well, it's a minute left to go.
A minute left, okay. John.
They must win out of bounds.
Pretty good control of this match right here. He's got a leg hooked in there. The Flint Hills kid's trying to flip him over, but John's got a headlock now, trying to get him down to the mat. He's gonna, Corman almost in trouble, and there's a reversal for the Flint Hills kid.
It's an odd position.
Now Corman grabs the leg just to hold on because the Flint Hills kid had him up in the air. That was kind of a...
I don't think I've ever seen that. The little that I've watched wrestling. Corman now leads 4-3. 24 seconds left in this period.
Flint Hills kid got a reversal there. Jesse Brown. There's a warning for the Flint Hills wrestler. Corman leading 4-3, but down right here. Trying to get a reversal and a point. He sure could use one. Here the Flint Hills kids. There he does get a reverse
or escape
and a takedown. Or 2 points total anyway.
Yes, it's 7-3 now.
Good deal. It's a little hairy when that score is that close, 4-3 late in the match. John Corman doing a good job as Flint Hills kid rolls through. That's the end of the second period.
7 to 4 is the score. The 4 is blocked by the rail there. But
John will be up here to start the final period. And really all he needs to do is ride him out. John's pretty good at riding out the opponent. Tries to flip him over, almost had him on his shoulders. Now he's got a good crossface, and he just can't quite turn the Flint Hills kid. Now as there's a reversal, 2 points. That Flint Hills kid's hard to put down, isn't he, Dale?
Long, gangly kid.
He's a legger.
7-6 in favor of Corman. Illegal hold. Stops the procedure. Corman down. On the restart here, minute 23 to go.
Up on mat 1, weight class 130, match 270, Peters, Oberlin.
Corman could use an escape here.
That's the first thing that kid does is throw that leg around there. Corman's actually got control of him, even though he's down. The Flint Hills kid's got an arm though. And John's gonna be a little bit tough to turn too.
John's got his hand on the guy's head down into the mat.
Kind of a gridlock there
Yeah.
as they stop the action. 51 seconds left in the period. Corman will still be down, leading
7-6.
by 7-6 margin. That's close, and the
Too close.
Flint Hills kid somehow got a stoppage.
Blood time. Here.
Sometimes that's not good. It gives him a chance to breathe, and John had him pretty well worked. I think he was running out of gas. John was pretty good shape though. Corman with the lead as we have a stoppage in the action here.
51 seconds remaining in the match.
Corman will be down.
Unless it goes to overtime. And I don't see any way it going to overtime. Have to be quite a
Flurry of action.
Yes, it would. With the score being what it is. Corman would have to get a reversal now, and then the other kid would have to get a reversal on the takedown.
Flint Hills kid is quite long. He's got quite a bit of leg and arm. Now Corman rolls through. It had Brown on the bottom for just a minute, but Brown does a good job holding on. There he goes.
There's your reversal. Escaping.
There you go. Oh, yeah. John with a shoots in and a takedown. Oh, he gave him 2 points. That's great.
8-6 is the score with 20 seconds remaining.
They were almost out of bounds. I think
10-6.
The Flint Hills coach was wondering how he scored those 2 points. Corman tackled him
So if
by the ankles.
Corman can escape being pinned here, he should have this match pretty well. 25 seconds remaining.
All John needs to do is ride him out here. Dale mentioned it gets that Flint Hills kid.
Oh, there's a reversal. Escape.
Not yet. Close. Corman rolled right around behind him. I thought the Flint Hills kid had control and had a reversal and almost a takedown. John did a great job rolling with him there.
2-1, and it's over.
Oh, now he's got him on his back right at the buzzer, and that's the way it's going to end. Corman will move on. John with a 10-6 win.
Up on mat 2, weight class 130, match 271, Perla St. Mary's, Clark Lyon.
It's a good deal, but he still has to go 2 more times to wrestle for third, so, or 1 more match to get into the third place match. So Corman moves on.
Snyder, Phillipsburg, Gilder, Hillsborough. Second available, weight class 135, Gibson, Atchison County, Perla, Rossville.
And next up will be, what, the 125 weight class? Is that right for us?
Eureka. Fourth available weight
That
class,
was 125,
Oh, okay.
Foreman.
I'm sorry.
So we should be all the way up to 150. I think we're up to 152 with Klein as the next one. Adam Klein will, but there's quite a few that have to go before him, so, and his opponent's yet to be determined. So it looks like it's probably going to be Nicholas Torres at 171.
Oh, yeah. But Klein didn't have to wrestle until the consolation semifinals.
Yeah, so I think we're going to get Nicholas.
He's got 2 matches to go.
Nicholas Torres and Austin Crossan will be our next two. Crossan wrestles
In the
189.
And Torres is
171. So we got a ways to go.
Yes.
They're both wrestling up the backside, so.
Torres will wrestle Cody Stewart of Oakley. And Crossan will wrestle let me find him on the list here.
I've got him wrestling Preston Worth from Hayes TMP.
Oh, yeah. There he is, yeah. Hayes TMP.
So that's bad because that's about number 330 and 331. Both are right back to back.
Well, we've proven we can watch both of them. We'll just have to, at this distance, we can back out enough to see both of them. So.
Yes.
Let's hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with the next wrestling match we have available.
Todd and Shelley Wilson and Wilson Shields Funeral Home offer affordability and dignity. They know that the Minneapolis Lions will have a great season and want to wish them the best. Wilson Shields Funeral Home, our family serving your family. Farm Bureau's wide range of insurance and financial products help protect what's most important, your family, auto, home, and other possessions. Call your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Minneapolis, George Dressy. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Minneapolis Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
For all your insurance needs, check with Bob Martin, your Farm Bureau Financial Services representative in Minneapolis. He can ensure what matters most with Farm Bureau Financial Services. Bob can help you protect what's important, your car, home, life, health, business, and more.
Let's make it delicious. Let's make it fast. Let's make it a meal from KT's in downtown Minneapolis. KT's, home of the almost world-famous hamburger. KT's wishes the Lions best wishes during the upcoming season.
Welcome back to the action here as we get ready here, not too long off, for Nick Torres to come on the mat. Before we do that, we just want to briefly mention we've kind of neglected to remember that this is the 40th year of wrestling at Minneapolis High School. Started in 1969-70, my senior year. I didn't go out for it, but I remember the Linebackers had a 30-year celebration 10 years ago. It was well attended, appreciated by all. But so the Lions are here at State Wrestling in their 40th year, and they have an NCAA championship to boot. One of 3 NCAA championships this year. The boys, of course, share in basketball with Sacred Heart, and the cross-country boys won NCAA. We'll have to see if we can get anything in the spring out of track or softball or baseball. Would make for a
those spring
nice year
sports
besides the state appearances we've made. So
those spring sports are coming up fast.
that they are.
Winter sports are winding down. We start sub-state basketball next Monday. Minneapolis will host both girls and boys, as luck would have it. Ellsworth is the opponent, both girls and boys, so we'll have both games on Monday night, starting at 6 o'clock. And the boys will follow at 7:30. So a lot of activities headed your way. Along
Anyway,
with the forensics group is doing well. They were in the Salina Central tournament and took second place. First time and the highest place finish Minneapolis has ever finished there at Salina Central.
Really?
That's pretty big.
Now
Pretty
they
big tournament.
determine a league champion, don't they, for
Yeah.
forensics too?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
And we're kind
We ought to
of,
be a shoe-in for that one.
yeah, we're
right at
looking
it.
forward to that too. So,
But anyway, we want to congratulate Coach Giles, all his assistants, Chaz Hop, Jerry Mick, and is there a fourth? I don't think there's a fourth. On a great year at Minneapolis Wrestling. NCAA champions and 7 squad members at state this year. Between 6 from Minneapolis and Tate Omley from El Saline.
the Eaton kid that wrestled Bennington / Minneapolis went to Smith Center, just wrestled earlier and had a fairly easy 11-1 decision. And he'll move on the backside. So that weight class was, we don't have anybody contending there. I think it was 140.
45 or 145.
Yeah.
So we'll be back with Nick Torres when he comes on the mat here in just a few minutes.
First available weight class of 189.
Okay, Nick Torres coming up down here on the
Crossing Minneapolis.
Hayes
We
TMP
have overtime on
mat, and yeah, they were going to have Crossing. No, they're going to have him on this mat down here.
Finley, Rawlins County.
Crossing will be up pretty soon too, so we're going to have 2 matches going at once again. It's the only downside of having so many wrestlers.
Yeah, but that's good when it comes to point totals. Nick Torres from Minneapolis getting ready. And then Austin Crossan will be on the opposite mat. Torres underway here. He's got that right hand taped up like got a thumb problem.
And we're going to have a horrible time seeing the score on this one.
And Austin Crossan getting ready to start his match just about the same time. Torres got a takedown, 2 points, in on the leg, has got Stewart. And an early 2-0 lead for Nick Torres. Nice start there. Nick with a quick takedown. Trying to get him turned over on his back, but
And this is going to be difficult to film, but here's Crossing. Back out, I can get both of them, as long as they don't.
Crossan
Go
on the left
offside.
mat, Torres on the right mat. Torres has his man down in purple, and Crossan wrestling. These matches are going right along. This is Preston Worth from Hayes TMP here in Hayes. So Crossan wrestling a hometown kid. The first period is over on the Torres match.
He's still up 2-1.
Torres is going to take down to start the second period. Stewart is up from Oakley. Torres tries to set out.
Crossan with dueling with the Hayes TMP wrestler, both trying to feel each other out and get the advantage, figure out how to take the advantage.
There's a nice move by Torres, sets out and almost and does just about had Stewart on a reversal. He's got a leg in deep. As they roll through, Nick grabbed a leg.
Into the second period for Crossan, it's 0-0. Crossan goes down.
I don't know if Torres is in trouble or
Yes,
what.
he
here.
is. He is in trouble. They're looking for a pin.
He needs to roll on through somehow because
He
he's
can't.
got him on his shoulders.
Yeah, and he's got both his arms underneath the other guy's body. No way he could roll through.
And that was a pin. Torres in trouble there as the Oakley kid had him on his shoulders with, as Dale mentioned, an arm under the leg and one under the shoulder and had him up in the air. It's a pin and Torres now out on a pin by Stewart from Oakley. Now Crossan finishing up. It's the second period here as the Hayes TMP wrestler is Worth, Preston Worth from Hayes TMP in the 189 weight class. Crossan is down and Worth is up right now to start. Crossan trying to escape.
Oh,
he picks him up, throws him down. Crossan's a pretty good sized boy now. Worth with an arm bar in. Not able to turn Austin. Austin's 6'2", 6'3". He's got a lot of length to him, a lot of leverage.
29 seconds remaining here in the second period. Still 0-all. Austin had quite a victory from what I understand out at Rossville last weekend in the last seconds.
No score here. It'd be nice to get a reversal here at the end of the second period. But Worth has an arm in and Crossan is now in trouble as Worth has him rolled over a little bit. Worth got that leg over the top of Austin's right leg. Now Austin rolls back out of it. He's going to get some back points, I believe. Yes. Near fall, 3-0 Worth from Hayes TMP with the lead. Crossan, lucky to get out of that predicament, will take up here to start the third period. Needs a takedown to get back in this thing. Worth sprawls out and gets a reversal himself. 2 points and a takedown. Crossan down now 5-0. Trying to get that cradle in. And man, he shoots in. He's a very strong individual, isn't he?
Austin's on his back and suffers a pin.
Second available weight class 215. Now up on mat 4.
Very strong individual, able to get Austin rolled over, and Crossan is pinned here in the third period.
First available weight class 215.
Good match. The individual from Hayes TMP, Preston Worth,
Second available weight class 215.
has the pin on Austin, and that's the way that will end. Torres and Crossan both pinned here in the third round in the
Fourth available weight class
Consolation bracket.
consolation. Up the backside, that's what I was trying for.
Yep. So next we will have in the next brackets up will be Penn and Klein. Is that, and Corman? Penn, Klein, and no Penn lost. So it's Corman and Klein left for the
Corman, Klein, and Omley, actually.
Only in the championships, but here in the consolation, and this will be the semifinals for Corman and Klein. Several minutes down the line.
So it's going to be clear about 3:14, I would.
No, it can't be because we were just at 3:30. Well, Penn's out. Work Corman.
Oh, that's right.
About 3:44.
Yeah, 3:44.
He's in the semifinals. So 2 Minneapolis wrestlers remaining, plus Tate Omley of El Saline, who's wrestled for Minneapolis all season, in the state finals tonight. We'll be back for the semifinals for John Corman in the weight class of 120.
Yeah, 125, and then
125,
Adams
and Adam
152.
Klein, and 152, about number 354, which really neither one should be too far off. Let's hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Roth Repair has been a fixture in Minneapolis for some time now. Fixture, get it? Roth Repair can fix, replace, maintain, patch, build, remodel, and mend just about anything. The work is professional and the cost is reasonable. Roth Repair, Minneapolis. Call them today if you need something done right the first time.
Where do you go when you need groceries? Jeans IGA, of course. Jeans is proud to be a sponsor of Minneapolis sports and hopes that you will encourage your children to be as competitive in the classroom as they are in sports. Jeans IGA, a proud sponsor of today's game.
City Pharmacy has brought to you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
C&R Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. C&R Plating, a Lions sports backer. The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks, committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're in a 10-minute warm-up period prior to the semifinals, consolation semifinals starting. We got John Corman and Adam Klein out there warming up. Coach Giles and Hawk there to give them final words of advice. So all weight classes will be in the semifinals from here on. For that third place medal. Trying to get that third place medal.
Yes, both wrestlers will have to win to get to that match, but both are very capable of it. Corman and Klein both here last year with I think about a 4th and 5th place finish last year, maybe 5th and 6th, but be nice they got past this match right here and moved on to that medal round.
Now they're both seniors, is that not mistaken? Is that
Yes.
Corman a senior also?
Yes.
Okay. Guess it says so here somewhere. Yes, okay. So returners to state competition with a little experience.
John Corman, a baseball player, would like to go and play baseball somewhere in college. Klein, he could play DB, free safety, strong safety on some football team fairly easily, I think.
I would think he could do so if he has the desire to do so. I haven't heard. Too short for a corner, but I'm sure he could play safety. With his hitting capability and his nose for the football, he would work out well.
He comes up and hits like a ton, wrestling here at 152, easily 165, 170 during football season. Pretty well put together. Young man, so is Corman. Corman wrestling at 125. We also have Tate Omley that wrestles 189 for Minneapolis during the course of the year, but here at the state has to wrestle for his school, and his school is El Saline. El Saline has quite a few points here, and they're all from him.
One more than Minneapolis, at least coming into today.
Omley will be wrestling not in this round.
He will be wrestling tonight.
Yeah. So we'll get through this round and on to the finals. Corman and Klein coming up shortly.
We'll be back. Okay, here we go for the first quarterfinal match of the 125-pound weight class. John Corman against, what is it, Peterson?
Peterson
Of
from
Oakley.
Oakley. Gross Memorial Coliseum. This is Class 3A, 2A, 1A Wrestling State Championships. Corman wrestling up the backside, needs a win here to wrestle for third place later this afternoon. Or if he loses here, Dale and I have come to the point that he would be wrestling for fifth later on. So John Corman, Minneapolis, wrestling against Peterson from Oakley in the purple, Corman in the navy blue. We need this one, Dale.
Yes, we do.
So we can pass Tate Omley in points.
At least for now.
Corman with the Power Cat on its back. Tries to throw, and the Oakley kids right there. It's going to be a good match. All the matches are good here of late. These kids are very, very good. All of them are good. No score yet. Corman and Peterson, Oakley, first period. Quarterfinals. State wrestling here at Hayes. John Corman, a finalist last year at this tournament. And Corman doing a good job staying out of harm's way there, and that's going to be the end of the first period, no score. It is red, will get his choice, so they defer. So Corman is going to take down. Start second period. I think that's a good deal.
Chance to try to get an escape and get a point.
Corman tries to set out, and he does. He gets away. It's an escape now. He's got a single leg in. Now the takedown, 2 points, Corman. Now the crossface trying to turn him. Peterson on the bottom. Corman with a nice three-point move there to start the second period as the Oakley kid sets out on him, and he's fast.
3-1, favor of John Corman. A little more spindlier than John is in this 125-pound weight class.
Corman maybe a little stronger. Peterson maybe, and he's got a leg. Shoots in, he's got a single, and still got it. Corman, boy, that kid's fast. I thought he had a takedown, and the Peterson kid rolls right out. Corman shoots in again. The Oakley kid's able to sprawl out. Now Corman moves him out of bounds, and they're going to be back to the middle with Corman down, I believe.
Clock stops at 46 seconds in this second period. 3-1, John Corman.
Both wrestlers are up. And it would be nice if John could head into that third period up 3-1.
Or more.
Yes. John shoots in, and the Oakley kid's got an armbar in. John, a little bit of a problem here. There, he pulls his head out, and it's back to square one. Good job there. Just 7 seconds left in the second period. John shoots in for a single, and the Oakley kid's just really quick to sprawl out, and that's the way the second period will end. Corman up 3-1, and the Oakley kid will take down here to start the third period. John will have to be careful here, see if we can ride him out.
Take control and keep control now is the name of the game.
Corman with a nice move. He's got an arm. The Oakley kid trying to stand up on him. Corman breaks him back down.
Oop, escape. Makes it 3-2.
Oakley kid shoots in on the leg, but Corman sprawls out.
John's got to be careful of takedown.
John's working on a cradle here. Very tight match with only a minute, 19 seconds left. Corman, very strong individual here.
He's going to have it. It's over. Oh, that was a minute and something. Excuse me. My reading glasses are not on.
1 full minute left. I was hoping you were right, Dale, but I think we've got a lot of third period here to go. Corman trying to hang on. Oakley trying to get around behind him. He's fast. John's
in trouble now.
5-4. John must have got a takedown there also. Now they're moving him back to the center of the mat. Both, I think, yeah, Corman will be down.
30 seconds remaining. John up by a point.
The Oakley kid didn't want to take a chance on John escaping, as thinks he's going to have better luck with a takedown here. Corman shoots in. No advantage here yet. Corman standing back up. Oakley kid trying to get back behind him
10
and
seconds.
in control. Just 10 seconds to go. As Dale mentioned, John needs to hang on. All right.
He's made it.
Whew. Dale.
That was close.
6-4, wasn't it? Or 5-4?
It looks like 6.
John Corman will advance to the third place. There's the Minneapolis crowd up there in the corner underneath number 10. We've got some people here appreciating the effort. John Corman will move on to wrestle third place here later on this afternoon. One more match in the quarterfinals, and that will be Adam Klein at 152. And as fast as these matches are moving along, Dale, it isn't going to take long.
Won't take long. Congratulations, John.
Nice job, John Corman.
We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
You're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs. Look no further. The Scott Osherman Agency is the place to go. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for over 80 years. Call the Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Salina.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast to the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior Senior High School. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
Welcome back. As we are in the, Mike and I misinterpreted the brackets, sorry, but we are in the semifinal of the consolation brackets. John Corman, 125 weight class, will be wrestling Brent Juneman of Oberlin, Decatur County, who's been waiting in the wings this morning. John's wrestled twice already, so he's at the disadvantage as far as rest is concerned compared to Juneman. Adam Klein will have that advantage when it comes to him not too much longer from now.
Yes. Both wrestlers will have to win to wrestle for third place. If either one should trip up here, they would wrestle later on for fifth. So Corman on the left, Gentleman on the right. And this is to get John into the final match for third place medal. Gentleman, as Dale mentioned, hasn't wrestled all day, has been just waiting in the wings. Corman has wrestled twice, took care of Brown of Flint Hills and Peterson of Oakley. This is Brent Judeman from Oberlin. Match number 344, John Corman, Minneapolis, as Judeman shoots in. And a nice sprawl by John. No score, first period. Semifinals here in the backside. That means they have gotten beat at some point in time. Corman lost his second match, I believe, of the tournament, so had to move over into the backside. Klein lost his third match. That's the end of the first period, no score. Klein lost his third match last night, so he's been waiting in the wings, and he will wrestle here shortly for the first time here today. This is Saturday. He's wrestled 3 times yesterday on Friday. Corman trying to escape here. Gentleman doing a good job riding Corman, and John gets out of bounds. They'll restart in the middle. Corman will be down, Gentleman up for Oberlin, no score. John tries to set out. Gentleman trying to roll him over. He's got his arm pinned underneath. Gentleman, John doing a good job fending off that attempt by Gentleman. Now Corman setting out.
He's going to go for the escape here. Out of bounds.
He was in the middle of the mat. That would have been a point Minneapolis, but Corman and Gentleman off the edge of the mat out of bounds, and they restart.
1:16 to go here in the second period.
Corman took down to start the second period. Gentleman riding, trying to get Corman to make a mistake and roll him over, but John's being a little bit stubborn. Playing a very good defensive game right now, as Gentleman not able to do much with John.
Got a headlock on him, doesn't he?
He does, and a leg.
And a leg lock on the other end.
He's trying to get him rolled over, and we've seen this a couple of times here today, but they're going to get Corman back to the middle. That was a little bit kind of a headlock right across the throat, had his head bent back, and it was a precarious situation, and the referee deemed it so they start over.
23 seconds remain in this period.
Come on, John. There was a good escape right there. 1 point, Corman. Now if we can keep Gentleman from a takedown here in the waning seconds of the second period. Corman ahead here, 1-0. About 12 seconds left in this second period. Corman in the blue, Gentleman in the red. This is to go on and wrestle for third place. The loser here will wrestle for fifth.
1-0, John Corman after 2. Well, Gentleman's going to go for the right to try to get an escape and tie it. John says nothing doing. Takes him down.
Well, it's a beautiful day outside, approximately 50 degrees, sun shining, and there's the escape by Gentleman. But up here in the broadcast booth, it is chilly.
We should have got the clue when there were icicles hanging up here when we walked in, huh?
Went back out to the car to get a coat. It's just a little chilly. 1-1, This is a tight match. Corman shoots in for a double leg there and can't get Gentleman to make a mistake. He sprawls well. He's a little leggy, kind of long. Corman a little quicker, a little stronger, perhaps.
Down to a minute.
1-1. Corman looking for an opening here. Our next match will be Adam Klein at 152, and he will get Zach Eaton. Eaton used to wrestle for Minneapolis, moved to Smith Center, and wrestles for Big Red. So kind of a nice matchup coming here shortly. Adam Klein against Eaton. Eaton originally from Bennington. Now John's got a headlock in. Gentleman didn't like that too well as Corman about threw him over.
22 seconds. Tied at 1.
It'd be nice to get a takedown here. And there it is.
There it is. Oh.
Yes. Corman gets a quick takedown, and now all he has to do is ride him out. How many seconds left, Dale?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Wow.
Corman victorious. Moves into the 3rd place.
A takedown in the last 15 seconds. John Corman throws Juneman and quickly jumps on top. Corman to move on to wrestle for 3rd place. What a match, Dale. Right at the very end, scores the takedown and the win. John Corman.
So there's the first Minneapolis wrestler from Minneapolis High School to get a chance to bring home a medal today.
Corman will end up wrestling the winner of the Halstead, which is Riley Seward, and looks like it's, I think it was Seth Miller from Goodland, but I'm not really, no, it's going to be that Brandon Ray from Eureka. That's it is.
Let's take a break for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with Adam Klein's semifinal match.
Bank is proud to sponsor the Minneapolis Lions this season. They're proud to be a part of their great community and strive for excellence in their school curriculum and athletics. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank, with offices in Bennington, Minneapolis, Salina, and Wamego. Member FDIC.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA News Talk, and 99 KG Country is a proud sponsor of Lions sports coverage. Listen to live broadcast on 910KINA.com or on your local Eagle Cable, Channel 8.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities are very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lions sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
All right, here it comes. Consolation semifinal between Adam Klein in the 152-pound class against Zach Eaton from Smith Center High School.
Formerly of Bennington, wrestled with Minneapolis for a year or so, went to Smith Center.
Yeah, I think he probably would have been there his freshman year, with us his freshman year. Last year, I think, was Bennington's first year. He was there for sophomore year. His older brother wrestled for Minneapolis a few years back.
We'll get Adam Klein here, with the winner moving on to wrestle for 3rd place, Klein and Eaton. Adam Klein hasn't wrestled yet today. Eaton has wrestled twice already. This is his 3rd match. Klein shoots in on a leg and Eaton moves out, and just kind of feeling each other out here. Klein, as one of the coaches told me, if his mind's in it and he wants to win, he will win. Eaton sprawls now. Klein. Eaton tries to throw at him, but Klein's pretty solid.
End of a period. 0-all.
And Eaton is going to take down here to start the second period. Klein will be up. Eaton trying to get away. Klein just goes ahead and picks him up, throws him down. Klein doing a good job there as he started on top, not letting Eaton have the escape. Now he's hooked up in the cradle, trying to get in there. Eaton sprawls out. He's kind of a long individual. Dale mentioned a little bit taller than Klein. Klein perhaps stronger.
Still 0-all. 1:14 to go in the second period.
Klein trying to pull Eaton back on the mat. Eaton wanting to try and get off, and they call him off. And they'll restart. Second period action here. Klein and Eaton. Klein's got a leg. Got a single. Shot in, goes to a double. Eaton sprawls out. Now Klein moves back to the single. And smartly runs Eaton off the mat as Eaton was almost ready to get the escape. Eaton still down. 50 seconds left in the second period. Adams got a leg here. They're off the mat. Klein perhaps a little bit stronger in the upper body. Eaton's got the leverage. He's a little bit taller, longer. He's a legger, can spread out.
What a move by Klein there to keep
Stay
control.
with him. Eaton tries to set out. And Klein stays right with him.
Still 0-all.
Klein's got him up in the air. Before he can plant him, the ref steps in there and says, no, it's a little bit precarious. We'll start over. Eaton starts a little early on the restart. Adams got a leg. There's an escape by Eaton, and it's 1-1. Or 1-0.
1-0, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That railing's right in the way, and I cannot see. Now we got a single, moves to a double. Eaton sprawls out, but Adams in pretty deep. That's the end of the second period, though.
So into the final period, Adam Klein is down 1-0, but now has the chance to get his own escape, maybe a reversal.
And
or a takedown, I mean.
I think that's going to happen. I think Eaton's starting to run out of gas. This is his third match today. Klein, there's his escape. It's all tied up at 1. Now all we need is a takedown, and we move on to the medal round for Corman and Klein. Omley hasn't wrestled yet today. Now Klein has shot in, got a single. Eaton in a little bit of trouble here. Klein looking for an opportunity to planting. Now he's got a double. There's your free safety making a tackle. And they call him off the mat as Klein was close to the takedown.
1:18 left, 1-1.
Well, if he comes through with a takedown just like Corman did, we'll be sitting good. Eaton kind of, you know, Klein's able to shoot in every time he gets that leg. He gets Eaton in trouble. Now he almost has a takedown. Eaton fast enough to stay with him. Klein almost messed up there as Eaton, with some nice balance, ended up on top of Klein as Klein was getting ready to stick him.
45 seconds, I think, maybe. I can't read it exactly.
Yes, 38 seconds left in this third and final period. We're all tied up at 1. Smith Center, Eaton, and Adam Klein, Minneapolis. Now Eaton's got a leg. He moves to a double, and Adam sprawls. And Eaton runs him off the mat. They'll start over in the middle. Adam in a little trouble there as Eaton shot in and got a leg that time.
15 seconds remaining. 1-1.
I think overtime would be our advantage, Dale.
Yep.
Oh, Adam just missed the leg he was in. Now he's got one.
3, 2,
That's
1.
it. We're into overtime. Klein and Eaton. It looks like both wrestlers are running out of gas, especially Eaton. Klein.
First point scored wins.
Klein looks a little tired also, Dale. Adam sprawls nicely. Now he's going to try to turn Eaton, and they run off the mat. Come on, Adam. Throw him. Eaton and Klein. Now he's got a leg. He's shot in. He's got a single. Eaton is sprawled out. Adam is going to try. And they call it a locked up situation. You got to be careful here as your opponent is always dangerous.
And there's no time running, folks. This will go on until one of them scores.
Well, there is.
Oh, yeah, there is. I'm sorry.
There is time, so it'll be double overtime here.
Okay, I just couldn't see anything going on the clock there.
I have a hard time looking through the rail also.
Too many people in the way all of a sudden.
Eaton has taken down here in the second overtime. Klein is going to be on top. I think it's kind of to the advantage of the Redmond to be
yes,
down
I do.
here.
Go for the escape. Escape, 1 point wins.
Keep a hold of that leg, Adam, and he's got it, but
Get the
Eaton's
takedown.
got a
It's over.
headlock. That strong safety, I think, is going to get it done right here. Oh, darn. They run off the mat. Eaton has come up with a little bit of a cramp there in his right calf, but he walks it off. Adam doing a good job keeping hold of that leg. Now plant him. Plant him, Adam. Oh, oh, Dale, that was close. Klein sticks him just
You're
off the
right.
edge of the map.
Eaton has cramp problems here.
He started to have it the last time. This is a good deal for Adam. Let him catch his breath, but it also is an advantage for Eaton. But, man, if he's cramping up that bad
that's
on the
not
calf.
an advantage. That's right. So Adam getting some tips. Coach Giles. What's the T-shirt say? This is what Giles says.
What would Giles do?
Say? What would Giles do?
I know what Coach is telling him. He's saying, Adam, when you get him up in the air like that, stick him. Plant him.
So it's easier said than done with those big old long legs.
That's true. I don't know how much time they give him for injury like this. And he's up. I think Eaton needed a little blow there also. Klein catches the same little rest. So Klein is up, Eaton is down, and we need a takedown. Oh! That was close.
I was going to say, I thought there was 4 seconds left. These are 30-second overtime periods.
Now,
Klein's down with a chance to escape.
All we need is a quick escape. A little bit of quick start there by Smith Center. Eaton not hooked up just right there to start. There we go. Get out of there, Adam.
That's quite a match.
Double overtime, Eaton and Klein. All we need is an escape here with 20 seconds left in the...
This is the third overtime period, isn't it?
Yes, excuse me. Go, Adam. Get him, Adam. Oh, and Eaton got lucky. Oh, my. And Coach Giles doesn't like what's going on now. Klein. Both wrestlers were up, and Coach Giles was mad.
It's over. Klein acts like he's won.
He did.
He gave him 2 points.
Gave him one. 2-1. Klein wins it.
And they hug. Congratulations, Adam Klein.
I don't know what happened there at the end.
I don't know how that scored.
Evidently, he did get the reverse. Someone had to get a reversal out there when they started again, both up.
Yeah.
Klein had the point.
We weren't looking at the scoreboard.
We weren't.
Concerned about what was going on.
So Klein did get the escape and the 1 point, and that's the way that match will end. Triple overtime. Adam Klein is running up and down the halls. He liked that, didn't he? All right.
So Zach Eaton will come back and wrestle for 5th place. And we're going to take a break.
I bet Zach Eaton is starting to get a little tired, and that was a grueling match there with 3 overtimes. Klein, first match of the day, victorious. We'll move on to wrestle for 3rd place. Corman will wrestle for 3rd place, and we'll be back with that here in about 30 minutes.
After another word from our sponsors here.
Ada Grain is proud to be a sponsor of Lions Sports and hope that the boys and girls have a successful season. Ada Grain believes that sports and a quality education go hand in hand, building strong bodies and minds.
Well, welcome back to Gross Memorial Coliseum in Hays, Kansas for the consolation finals right now of the Class 1, 2, 3 state championships.
2010.
2010, 40th season of Minneapolis High School Wrestling. Did a little investigative work here during the break. This is Coach Giles' 22nd year as MHS head wrestling coach. Started in 87, 88. This year, Skylar Constable was his 100th wrestler to qualify for state competition. He now has 101 wrestlers that have. He's had 8 wrestlers finish with gold. 17 have been in the finals.
Medal round. For second or third.
No, second or first into the finals.
Into the finals, okay.
And, of course, if Tate Omley should win tonight, that'll be his 9th wrestler to take gold. I was trying to think back who they were. It was Cooter, Parks, Drennan took 2.
Drennan.
Johnson.
Semino.
Semino took gold? Okay. Mortimer.
So. Mortimer.
That's 6. Right, 2 Drennan. 3 Johnson, 4 Mortimer.
What about that Johnson kid? Did you say Johnson?
Yeah, Johnson. Parks 5, Cooter 6. We're missing one somewhere.
We will start with match 1 and 2. Up on mat 2, wrestling for the Consolation Championship at weight class 112 pounds. Match number 380. Stephen Howard, Eureka, Dustin Mack.
So they're going to start off with, they're going to have 2 wrestlers going at one time. 2 wrestling matches going at one time. And they'll be alternating mats here, so we will have Mr. Corman wrestling in the next set coming up. And he will be wrestling Riley Soward of Halstead.
They do that so the coach, just in case, has another wrestler, he will be able to coach both of them, so they alternate a little bit here in the finals.
So they're now both over on the far side. That means the next 2 will be on the near side to us. And we'll be back for Mr. Corman and Mr. Soward. John Corman's third place medal match is set to begin here.
Mat number 4 right here on Fort Hays State's home mat. John Corman will wrestle. Gonna have to look
Riley Soward of Halstead.
Seward.
Is it Soward or Seward?
Seward. Seward.
Soward.
Seward from Halstead, who would have had to wrestle just once today.
Yes.
Corman's. I asked John if he was starting to get tired. He says no. As a matter of fact, he felt pretty good. Had a pretty good knot on the lower side of his left eye, high on the cheekbone, but
yeah, I asked him about wrestling so many times, and he said, not the way Giles works. This is nothing. Wrestle multiple times in a day. So.
Even at that, 4 times? 4 matches here?
This will be his 4th, yes. Coach Giles wanted to make sure they had plenty of fluid intake.
I think they're waiting for the match on mat number 2 to be done with. They had
it's not done with yet?
Stoppage of because of some blood.
Yep. Well, with that little note, then we'll be back.
Weight class 125, match 382. Riley Soward, Halstead, John Corman, Minneapolis.
Here we go. They just announced Soward and Corman here. They called the other match due to a little bit too much of a nosebleed. He's still at the bucket, so they might have the medics come over, and they are bringing the medics over to see if they can help that problem. Here we go. We're underway. Soward, Halstead, Corman, Minneapolis. This is for third here at State. John Corman's wrestled up the backside here. This is his fourth match of the day. Soward has wrestled twice. Excuse me, once. This is his second match of the day. So if there's any advantage, he might be a little fresher in the legs. But as Dale mentioned, Giles works the guys pretty intensely to get them in shape for this type of situation.
It's like Corman might have got his face raked there or something. Oh, no, it's contact. Gave it to coach.
Goodness, I'm glad it wasn't another nosebleed or...
Yeah. First, I thought it looked like he wiped his face or something. But
yeah, for a minute, I thought it might have been a tooth. Most of those guys, I don't know that they wear a mouthpiece. And John, no, that's the end of the period. They're not going to score any points there at all as they threw Corman down. They're not going to, yes, they are going to award points.
So Corman's down 2-0.
Quick throw there by Soward. Halstead, and coach wants John to take down. Let's see if we can get a point or two back here. Halstead. That's a good move by John. John's all the way back around. Has got the reversal. And 1 point.
2-1.
Now takedown would be in good shape. Halstead wrestler, and Corman shot in with a double. Usually John's not too willing to let the guy throw him like that. He threw him the first time and got the takedown. And he almost had him again there at the end of the edge of the mat there. They were out of bounds. 2-1. Corman's down 1 point here. Consolation championship, third place. This is for the medal. We'll have Adam Klein here shortly. This is a second period. John Corman and Seward from Halstead. Not much happening. Now they call him out of bounds as Seward shoots in on a single.
38 seconds remaining in the second period.
John's going to have to shoot in here shortly and go for a takedown. Seward is pretty quick to sprawl. John's unable to get a leg. There we go. Now he's in deep on a single. John Corman needs a takedown right here. Running out of time, though. Darn.
Out of bounds with no time on the clock. Third period coming up. Now John's going to have to keep Seward from getting an escape.
The loser here would take fourth place. And we've got a dislocated shoulder over on the other mat. Don't look, Dale.
I'm not.
There you go, John. Foreman's got Seward down. If he can turn him.
Yep, escape. It's 3-1.
John needs a takedown, so he needs the 2 points for the takedown. Maybe he let him up with a chance for a takedown here. Minute 14 in the third period here. John Corman needs a takedown to tie this match up. Seward.
Takedown and back points would win it.
Is just stalling. There you go.
Yep. So
that backfired.
It's 5-1 now. John's in deep doo-doo.
Tries to set out as Seward has the advantage now with Corman on the bottom. We're running out of time. John Corman needs to get an escape real quick, then a takedown and back points quickly. There you go. Oh.
5-4. John's in trouble.
Now 7-4 as Seward has the reversal and the takedown. And that's the way this match is probably going to end. Corman will end up 4th place at state. That's not too bad. Seward will be the 3rd place. And John Corman, I know, wanted 3rd place, but 4th place finish isn't bad.
No, it's not.
I wrote down, I did figure up what the kids, what their records were. Weston Penn ended up 27-9. John Corman with that loss is 30-7. Adam Klein is 30-7 right now. Nicholas Torres ended up 27-6. Austin Crossan 26-12, and Tate Omley right now is sitting at 30-0. So very successful season for the grapplers, and you just can't fault Corman at all for the effort. That's a nice finish, 4th place finish at state. He is one of the top 4 wrestlers in the 125-pound weight class in the state of Kansas, class 3A, 2A, 1A.
And that's nothing to hang your head in shame about.
It's a wonderful accomplishment. We'll be back with our next match. Will be Adam Klein at 152 pounds, and he'll be wrestling White from, where's he from?
White is from Holton.
Holton. And it won't take too long. They're only using 2 mats here in the medal round, so we'll be back with Adam Klein's match here in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Here comes match between White of Horton and Klein of Minneapolis.
Need to change the tape first?
I'll catch it during the break.
Okay.
I got enough.
Adam Klein and White from Horton. This is for 3rd place. White has wrestled
once today, so is Klein.
So they both should be of equal. And Klein with a big match against Eaton of Smith Center. It was a 3 overtime affair. Got an escape to win it 2-1. Both wrestlers kind of feeling each other out here. I don't imagine Klein has wrestled him before. Holton shoots in, got a single leg. Klein has been just right on that leg all day long, even with Eaton. White sprawls out. Now he's got a headlock. Adam gets out of it. I think it'd be to his advantage to get out of bounds, and he does. Turn of events there had Adam in a headlock.
6 seconds left in the first period. referee's doing something.
They're
I'm not
correcting the clock. Evidently, it
sure.
didn't stop.
Putting it back to 11 seconds
Yeah.
instead of 6.
First period action here. This is for the third place medal. Adam Klein, Minneapolis. State championship wrestling here at Fort Hays State University. That's the way the first period will end, 0-0.
And now stop and change tapes.
That was quick, Dale. Adam tries to set out. He took down to start the second period. Klein on the bottom, White on top, tries to throw. Adam sprawls out, and it's a pretty good job. Now Adam's got White up in the air. I don't know if he can do anything with him or not. They're going to call it a lockup.
Still 0-all at 1:36 to go in the second period.
Pretty evenly matched, aren't they, Dale?
Very much so.
Klein on the bottom to start the second round. White unable to do anything with Adam. Brewster's pretty stubborn there, and White, Adam stands up. He's got a leg. And White rolls him right back down as Adam almost gets the escape, but White able to maintain control.
Down to 55 seconds in the second period.
Up on mat 2, wrestling for the consolation championship. At weight class 160, match 388.
Kind of a stalemate there. They're going to restart with 45 seconds left. Second period. Adam could use an escape right here just to get on the board, and then he can ride out White in the third period if that would be available. Right now, all White's doing is just stalling.
White doesn't want that strategy to happen.
No, he's just stalling. He talked about riding time, and that's all he does is just
latching on to Adam pretty good, pretty strong. Down to 10 seconds.
That's all he wants to do is ride out Adam, and that's what's going to happen here to end the second period.
So now Adam is going to have to prevent the escape by White. Score an easy point.
Be nice to get a nice takedown and get a few back points here. Oh, he took up. That's kind of unusual.
Yes.
That might work to Adam's advantage, and there he shoots in, got a single, and he's going to crawl right up, and he's going to have a takedown. That's a wonderful job, Adam Klein.
2-0.
I keep seeing a 1 over there
Oh,
for
yeah,
some
correct.
reason.
2-1. Yep.
Oh, he had that escape, didn't
Must
he?
have gave him an escape before Adam took him down.
Two to 1, Adam Klein with the advantage here. Minute 17 left in the third period. Oh, that's what happens. They just went ahead and gave him the escape, so they...
It's tied at 2.
Yeah. Adam's fairly confident he's going to get the takedown. And he does. Well, it's a smart move. 4-2, that's what happened last time,
Yep,
Dale. They just
yep.
let when they started both up.
Yep. He chose to go down, and Adam gave him the escape right away.
Yeah. 45 seconds. Klein just needs to ride him out here or roll him over on his back and stick him. Adam in control of this match right here. 30 seconds. He's working on the cradle. He doesn't quite have it locked up yet.
20 seconds.
The Holton wrestler is trying to get up. Adams got him broke down. And they're going to move him to the middle of the mat again.
12 seconds remaining.
I'll bet he makes him go down this time. Yes. He jumps right on him. 10 seconds. Stay in there, Adam. There he gives him one. He's out of time, though. That's the way it's going to end.
4-3.
All right.
Adam Klein, third place. Congratulations.
Very good strategy by Adam Klein and Coach Giles. They let the Holton wrestler up, and Klein shifty enough to get that leg both times.
Two
for the
takedowns there
yeah.
in the third period.
And that's the way this match will end.
I don't know what they have to sign there, but
4-3.
that's probably a sign that I am Adam Klein or something like that.
Klein with a third place, Corman with a fourth place, and that ought to give Minneapolis a few points to jump us up in the standings a little ways. Haven't seen any point totals lately.
So that ends the third place competition for us. Next up will be the Parade of Champions and Tate Omley for the gold. Okay, welcome back to Hayes, America. We're ready for the Parade of Champions. Oh, not quite. They're going to have another performance.
2010 Plainville High School cheerleading squad.
Plainville High School cheerleading squad. Well, we'll film.
Members include seniors
We'll film this one.
Brianna Plant, Amanda Casey, Carly
The last one was Osborne. They were pretty good.
Jones. Juniors,
Got a little Michael Jackson number.
Yep.
Caitlin Doe,
Eat it.
Taylor Nixon, Sammy Bobek, Andrea Wick, sophomores Mallory Stroda and Mallory Bresch, and freshman Brianna Moose. The Plainville High School cheerleading squad is coached by Heather
Plainville High School
Danelle Wagner.
cheerleaders. That was kind of cool.
Yep. Very good. It's time for the state championship rounds here, Class 3-2-1A. Fort Hays State Gross Memorial Coliseum.
Parade of champions to start with, don't they, Dale?
Yes, it's always a nice entrance.
We still need 3 wrestlers to report down to the south end. Frankoff, Dunlap, and Zaltbar. You need to report for the parade of champions.
Well, after the consolation rounds, Minneapolis moved up from 24th to a tie for 18th with Atwood, Rawlins County, 38 points now. Leading all scorers is Norton Community with 160.5 points. Smith Center second with 71.5, and Norton's got 5 wrestlers in the finals. So I don't think there's any doubt who's going to win this one.
They've got this thing wrapped up, that's for sure. And Minneapolis not able to score any more points. El Saline can score, and Omley can put El Saline up there a ways yet.
Yes, El Saline is, without anybody wrestling in the consolation bracket, stayed at tied for 28 with Cottonwood Falls, Chase County, with 22 points. He'll move up whether he gets first or second. And here comes the tournament, or the Parade of Champions. The old familiar Eye of the Tiger. I don't know if they do that, use this song at all the other state wrestling championships or not, or if they do this in honor of Fort Hays. I don't know.
Fort Hays State Fighting Tigers.
It's kind of a nice intro song. Here they come. El Saline wrestler who wrestles for Minneapolis is third from the right there on this bottom row.
Tate Omley.
White top and black pants. 189 pounds. Class.
I've got him at 33-0 for the season. If he wins this match, it'll be a clean sweep for him at 34-0. Decision to his last match, 7-2. He's a stud.
Stud muffin or something like that. No doubt about it. Quite the athlete.
You may recall El Saline had a pretty good football team. Well, he was the quarterback. Scored quite a few touchdowns, threw quite a few, and
tied a national record playing against Minneapolis, throwing five touchdown passes in one quarter.
Well put together young man, about 190 pounds, 6'1" or so.
Very good baseball player. Plays for the not only baseball for the Cardinals of Elsaline, but also plays on the Salina teams in the summer.
Good athlete.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats as I invite you to honor our nation's flags and the men and women who defend our freedoms as Heidi Urach, a sophomore from Oakley High School, sings our national anthem.
Very good solo. Where'd they say she was from? Did you catch that?
Just a young'un, but had a great voice. Now the introduction of the notables.
Association presents an award to the Coach of the Year. This award is given to the coach who personifies sportsmanship, integrity, and honesty. This type of leadership is crucial to molding.
Kansas State High School Activities Association is going to present a Coach of the Year
Success should be measured by their ability
award here.
young men integrity and honor. In 2010, the Kansas Wrestling Association, Wrestling Officials Association Coach of the Year winners are in 6A, Monty Mosier of Garden City. In 5A, Travis Keel of Mill Valley. In 4A, Brad Lease of Andale. And this year, the 321A 2010 Coach of the Year is from Oberlin, Joe Dreher.
I'm sure it's well deserved.
Of course, our own Jeff Giles received this honor in 2002.
How appropriate for the wrestling officials. Lead official hands the plaque to Coach from Oberlin. I might add, there has not been any question whatsoever on the calls. The referees have been very professional here.
Very good, yes. And this will be the 17th time that Coach Giles has had an athlete participate in the gold medal round here.
Today it is our honor and privilege to take a few moments to recognize a special man who has given 40 years of service and dedication to the youth of Kansas. The Kansas State High School Activities Association is pleased to honor the following individual for service as a registered athletic official. Making the presentation of the awards today is David Cherry, Associate Executive Director for the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Receiving his 40-year pride is J.R. Dillon. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in thanking this outstanding individual for his years of study, preparation, sacrifice, and family time, and most of all, their enduring commitment to schools and the youth of our state.
They didn't say where he's from, but
Definitely not a thin-skinned individual to hang in there for 40-some years as a Kansas State High School activities official, whether football, basketball, probably did 2 or 3 sports. Wrestling was probably his gig, since they're honoring him here today.
You think people gave him problems at times?
Well, I'm sure of that through the years, but
people like us.
Steve Allen, Josh Vieira, Ron Egg, Phil Martin, Tracy Robbins, Rob Ross, Travis Shaley, Kent Smith, Justin Thaw, Jacob Snyder, and Lisa Woody could not be with us due to an injury, but she needs to be recognized also.
I noticed they had a female on the list of officials, but unable to be here due to injury.
And now for the introduction to the wrestlers. Wrestling for the state championship at 103 pounds, we have a freshman with a 25-8 record from Chase County, Cottonwood Falls, Trey Frankie. His opponent tonight is a freshman from Norton High School, has a record of 29-10, John Reiswick. Wrestling for the state championship at 112 pounds is a freshman with a record of 29-9 from Oxy High School, Calvin Oakes.
Well, this is the best of the best. They didn't stumble to get here. These kids have wrestled well for 2 days straight.
Returning state champion from Hayes TMP, Dylan Shoemaker.
You will see quite a few returning state champs in this lineup, and there's the first one from TMP at 112.
We have a two-time medalist, a junior from Plainville High School, has a record of 27-6. His opponent tonight is a senior from Douglas High School, has a record of 33-4, Dalen Salvador. Wrestling for the state championship at 125 pounds, a two-time medalist and a returning state champion, a junior with a record of 35-5 from Norton High School, Troy Boehner.
Boehner, returning state champ 2 years in a row, and just a junior.
Who has a record of 40-1, Zach Hain. Wrestling for the state championship at 130 pounds is a three-time returning state champion who has a record of 39-0, a senior from Smith Center, Colt Rogers.
I understand he's going to go to Pittsburgh State.
Football scholarship, Pittsburgh
Football.
State.
A two-time medalist and a returning state champion, a junior with a record of 29-4 from Lincoln, Dalton Davis.
We have had the unfortunate experience of witnessing Mr. Colt Rogers perform on the football field twice.
We have a three-time medalist.
We thought he was going to run wild against us, but it was Atwood that tore us up, and you'll see him here just directly.
His opponent tonight is a junior with a record of 33-6 from Smith Center, Cale Newell.
Smith Center with 3 in the finals here. They had 3
Wrestling for the state
qualify.
championship at 140 pounds.
Put a lot of points on the board when you get this far, can't you?
Two-time defending state champion, a senior this year with a record of 35-0 from Augsburg, Danny Floyd.
2-time state champ. He's undefeated this year too. Floyd at 140 pounds.
He was fun to watch warm up.
High School with a record of 29-3, Levi Snyder.
Levi Snyder from Ellsworth, NCAA representative.
Wrestling for the state championship at 145 pounds. Is a returning medalist, a senior with a record of 31-1 from Augsburg, Trevor Alden. His opponent tonight is a senior and returning medalist with a record of 35-6 from Norton High School, Keenan Kieswater.
Again, Norton with 5
Wrestling for the state championship
representatives,
at 152 pounds.
at least.
Is a junior and a returning medalist with a record of 36-6 from Norton, Landon Kiesweber.
2 of them.
Tonight is a senior from Garden Plain with a record of 37-1, Sage Thimish. Wrestling for the state championship at 160 pounds, returning medalist, a senior with a record of 36-1 from Halstead, Nick Tebow. His opponent tonight,
Short and stocky, and I bet he will work you.
from Norton High School, Spencer Shirk.
How short he is, Dale.
Low center of gravity.
160
Wrestling for
pounds.
the state championship at 171 pounds is a 2-time returning medalist, a senior with a record of 32-4 from Norton, Zane Perez. His opponent tonight is a returning medalist, a senior with a record of 36-3 from Smith Center, Matt Atwood. Wrestling for the state championship at 189 pounds, a 2-time returning medalist, a junior from Heidel Donovan West High School with a record of 36-6, Brent Dunlap. His opponent is a junior from Brookville El Salina High School with a record of 33-0, Tate Omlin.
There's our man.
Wrestling for the state championship at 215 pounds is a junior with a record of 30-1 from Anthony Harper, Chaparral High School, Sion Ciali. His opponent
I think he did well with that name.
I'm sure he got some coaching on it. Now the big boys.
Wrestling for the state championship at 285 pounds is a 2-time returning medalist, a junior with a record of 37-2 from Hoxie, Dylan Solomons. His opponent tonight is a returning medalist, a senior from Douglas High School, who has a record of 33-2, Cody Hoffman.
Could be an interesting match right there.
There's always a few Hoxie kids in the finals.
2 very
Always
good sized
and always.
young men right there. 6'2", 285, both of them just pretty well put together. It could be an interesting match.
Okay, we're going to bring you a few of these. Make sure I got plenty of tape to get on this match in.
Well, we'll drop out here at this weight, and we'll pick up probably the Osborne, maybe the Ellsworth, however many you want to do, Dale.
Let's get these. This one, the littlest ones are always fun to watch.
Okay.
112 pounders, are they?
103.
103.
I think is the Yeah, it should be 103.
We have Trey Franica of Chase County, John Ryswick of Norton.
Norton wrestler in
would
the
be in
yellow.
the gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Clock stops at 1:22 in the first period.
Ryswick shoots in, but Frankeka, Chase County, oh. He's got back points coming. Norton wrestler very quick. And he's got him on his back again, and he's got a leg up in the air. He pinned him.
Pins him at the 54.5 second mark in the first period.
Wow, that was quick.
And
just a freshman, I
young
believe.
Man from Chase County is not happy. Don't blame him.
Both of them are freshmen, so they'll be back.
Oftentimes, these lightest weight classes are freshmen, yes.
£112 class is next. Get Calvin Oakes from Hoxie and Dylan Schumacher from Hayes TMP. That was quick. He got him on his back twice and stuck him the second time. He wasn't letting him up, and it was a pin.
The Norton coaches dress up in suits here. Amazing.
Well, you know, they've got 5 or 6 in the finals, and they've got an 80-some point lead in the points. You would figure they would get an interview towards the end of this thing.
Yep.
103-pound award winners, you'll need to report to the award stand at the conclusion of this match to receive your medals.
Calvin Oakes of Hoxie and Schumacher of Hayes TMP.
TMP in the blue uniform, I'm sure. Looks like Hoxie's down immediately.
TMP with a nice takedown. Hoxie sprawls Schumacher, or Oakes. Schumacher with an arm in, tried to get him over on his back, but Schumacher might have a little more strength, it seems, than Oakes. 112 pound. This is for the championship. Boy, he's working him. He's got an arm bar in, and he's got him on his back. Are we going to have 2 pins in the first period here, Dale?
I don't.
Schumacher has Oakes in trouble here, and now it's close. He's sink that thing in a little bit further, and he's going to slap them out. Oh, man. Oakes
turns around.
Gets out of there somehow.
He was close to getting pinned. Schumacher still in control. Scores 5-0.
He's shot in on a single. And he puts Oakes right back down to the mat.
That match comes, or that period comes to a close.
Red will have their choice. And both wrestlers choose up. Nope. Schumacher will go down here to start the second period.
So Schumacher to try to get a reversal or an escape. It's a reversal. Nope. Oaks kept control. Up 2 points for Schumacher. He now has Oaks pinned down. Makes the score 7-0 at 1:30 to go in the second period. Trying to get Oaks turned over onto his back.
He's about got him there, too. He does.
Two pins in a row.
Minute 7 into the first period. We've got 2 matches, 2 pins as Schumacher sticks.
103-pound medal winners, please report to the award stand at this time.
Oaks of Hoxie. And we're moving right along here, Dale.
Very quickly.
119-pound next as Werner from Plainville and Zaldivar from Douglas.
Your sixth-place medal winner from Marysville is Josh Geffert.
Where are they presenting the medals? Oh, right down here. We can't see them.
Darn.
We'll be back. Okay, the 119-pound class set to start. Cole Werner of Plainville, being white and red, I think.
You're right, the
Dalen
Norton coaches
Zuckerlover
do
of
have
Douglas.
quite a suit on, don't they?
Yeah. Zaldivar of Douglas is the opponent.
Wrestling for the state championship at 119 pounds from Plainville is Cole Warner, and from Douglas, David Zaldivar.
Zaldivar, okay. Werner from Plainville in the white, Zaldivar in the purple from Douglas. 119-pound weight class. This is for the championship. This is number 1, number 2 wrestling right here. As Zaldivar shoots in on a leg and Werner sprawls out, unable to do anything with it. .45 seconds left. First period. We'll get through the first period without a pin here. First 2 matches ended in the first period.
No, didn't the second one go into the second period? I can't remember. I don't know.
You're probably right, Dale. I think it did go into the second period. Both of them ended with a pin. 10 seconds left, first period. No score here. Douglas and Plainville. And they'll go to the second period. No score. Plainville takes down Zaldivar up to start the second period here.
Zero all. Thought looked like Werner was going to maybe get an advantage there towards the end of the first period, but didn't bring it through, did he?
Both wrestlers kind of a legger.
My daughter just called me to say, were you aware that KU's losing to Oklahoma State? So
we heard rumor to that.
I heard they were down pretty good at halftime.
Down 15 at halftime or so?
Something like that.
Well, I never have liked going down to Stillwater, playing down there in that little gym down there. It's a tough place to play. And Oklahoma State does have the athletes. If they can just play together, they can give anyone a bad time. Play a pretty good game, and they're giving KU fits here this afternoon. K-State evidently will play later on.
7 o'clock against, no, it's at Manhattan.
At Manhattan
versus Missouri.
Missouri.
And I'm sure Oklahoma State wants nothing more than upset their alumnus, Bill Self.
You bet.
Coach of the Jayhawks.
Improve Oklahoma State's chances for getting into a tournament later on to knock off the #1 team in the nation.
Down to 50 seconds here in the second period. Still 0-all. Oh my goodness. Thought we had a reversal going there. Zalivar said nothing to it.
Kind of put Zalivar to sleep, and all of a sudden he spun around, but Zalivar just as quick. Spun right around with him and stayed in control.
Medal winners at 112 pounds, please report to the award stand at this time.
Pretty tight contest here still.
15 seconds left. Their Plainville wrestler would, and now he's got a leg. Zaldivar made a mistake there. I don't think there's enough time to put him on his back.
3 seconds.
No, they're not going to award any points there, as Zaldivar was still up in the air and on Plainville wrestler's back. He was getting there though, wasn't he?
Yep. Got a pretty young referee out there on the floor right now. Over on the top side.
Yes, I've seen him do 3 or 4 matches today. I like the way he moves around, stays.
Looks like probably a former wrestler himself.
Yeah, stays at a very good angle. The lead referee is on this side, this particular match. Zaldivar is down, Werner on top, trying to break him down here. Still no score in this 119-pound weight class. There's a reversal though. Zaldivar gets behind Werner. Now Werner gets away. Kind of a quick whistle there as they get close to the edge of the mat. They had a wrestler end up at the scorer's desk on top of it, and they took him out. Plainville wrestlers shot in. One nothing. Douglas. There he's got a leg.
25 seconds. It's third period. Down to 20 seconds. Up. 1-1. Down to 10. Oh, a takedown. No.
He's close. They will not award the points for the takedown, as Warner still had an arm on around his leg.
Goes to overtime.
Zaldivar did not have control, and OT, huh? 1 minute, Dale?
1 minute for the first one. And there's the points. Takedown for Zaldivar of Douglas.
That's the way that one ends right now, as Zaldivar, very, very quick wrestler, gets behind Werner, and that's the way it ends. Douglas Dalen Zaldivar is the champ.
At this time, please turn your attention to the award
We'll be
stand
back.
for presentation.
Get Troy Boehner from Norton and Zach Hohen from Wellsville.
Norton in the yellow again, 125-pound class.
For Norton, Troy Boehner. His opponent from Wellsville, Zach Hain.
First period, it always seems like the wrestlers are kind of feeling each other out a little bit, but you know.
Well, oftentimes they haven't faced each other before, so they, you know.
The exception to the rule would have been the first match.
Yep.
Pinned right off the get-go, and then the second match in the second period, so. A little unusual for the state championship match. But as Dale mentioned, just not really familiar with each other. Hain trying to shoot in on Boehner has got an arm, got a headlock.
Let's see if I can twist your arm here, get you into submission.
If I read my sign language right, KU's down 23 points.
My goodness.
In the second half, so.
Cowboys going nuts.
Might get your wish, Dale. Those Chicken Hawks might get their tail feathers singed here down in Stillwater today.
Actually, I was hoping they wouldn't. I don't want them mad when it comes to Lawrence Wednesday.
Boehner on the bottom here. They're both still up.
10 seconds.
Wellsville wrestler Hain. A little quicker, I think. Man, he's fast to get in on a leg. Had a single there, but the time ran out. No score at the end of the first period. Hain will take down. Or excuse me, that's Boehner will take down. Hain is up. Wellsville in the red and blue. Norton wrestler Boehner in the yellow is down. Smoky Hill Television came in with a truckload of cameras. We've got the main one there on the left. They've got the boom over on the right, and then they've got the floor model. There's an escape.
3 different angles. For those of you that are watching, or were watching this on live on Smoky Hill.
Hain kind of in control of Boehner here, and they're going to call a deadlock situation.
It's 1-0. Who's ahead? Norton, the kid?
I thought Hain was.
I don't know. I got on a phone call, so I lost track.
Well, they don't show the colors up there, and that's why I can't tell. When they had the scores down below, you could tell what color.
Mm-hmm.
Out there up there, I don't know if green is home or red home? Boehner shoots in on a single and Haynes sprawls out. They're off the mat. 33 seconds left. Second period. Norton, as Dale mentioned earlier, way out in the lead here in the point totals. More than doubled the point totals of the second place team. So without question, they're going to win this state championship team title.
Something they're used to. I mean, 2006, 2005, 2004.
Haynes takes down. Boehner is on top here to start the third period.
So they've won a few this decade.
Haynes almost, it does have a reversal. He can just, yes, they give him the point. So it is, Haynes is the visitor and Boehner is home. So that would be the red.
The red is home, green is away. Okay.
Not much going on here in a 1-to-1 match. Boehner
Do we have a pin? No.
got a point there, didn't he? Or
Yeah. Norton kid lost contact or something. Why do you wear contacts wrestling? What do you need to see?
I don't know if you do need them. I noticed earlier John lost his.
Yeah.
In that
I guess
very
if
first match.
your sight is bad enough, you still need to wear something.
Haynes here with a 1-point deficit, I believe. Boehner's got the 2. That's green. Boehner trying to get him turned over, and they're out of bounds. Off the mat. 45 seconds. Boehner from Norton, I think, with a 1-point lead here, Dale.
If we've interpreted the colors correctly, yes.
Haynes from Wellsville trying to shoot in, and they're off the mat again.
26 seconds remaining in the match, period number 3. 2-1 the score.
Boehner shoots in right away. Haynes sprawls right out.
Looks like Haynes is kind of stalling. Maybe he's ahead. Maybe we didn't see it right. Seconds remaining. Yeah, Haynes must be ahead. The way he's wrestling. He's protecting the lead.
Yes,
Mike.
he is. Blue and red. Haynes from Wellsville evidently has the 2-1 lead here. Boehner 1 point behind. Shoots in, sprawls out, and that's the way it's going to end. It is. Haynes with the victory from Wellsville. Takes out one of the Norton wrestlers.
Oh, 2-1 score.
Wins it at 125 pounds. The 119-pound medals will be given at the award stand, and then we'll be ready with a 130-pound weight class where we have Colt Rogers from Smith Center and Dalton Davis from Lakin.
We'll be back. Okay, time for the 130-pound class. Colt Rogers of Smith Center in the white tog singlet with Dalton Davis of Lake
He is a 3-time state champ
in the purple and white.
in wrestling. He is one of the few, and you can count them on one hand, that have repeated for 4 years in a row and are state champs.
He's fast. Of course, we knew that from playing football against him.
Yes. Very quick. Lakin kid has really good feet under him too, as he stayed on his feet as Rogers tries to throw. Rogers swings and smacks him in the back of the head, and Lakin kid returns one. So not intimidated. Rogers with an arm or a headlock. Lakin shoots in on a single, and Rogers kind of jumps over the top of the miss. Lakin wrestler is up to the task so far.
Almost like Rogers just kind of toying with him.
There, got in deep, got a single, and we'll see if he can work his way up. He does.
Down to 10 seconds.
1 point takedown.
Oh,
Lakin's got in the leg, and he's not going to turn loose of that, is he?
No.
That's the way the first period will end. Colt Rogers with a takedown leads 2-0. And that's the red. So red is the visitors and green is home.
Home squad. For those of you that have no idea what we're talking about, it's the color bracelet they wear on their ankle.
Matches the referee's green and red armband. That's the way they score the points. Rogers took down to start second period here and has almost got a reversal. He does.
Three 0 for Rogers.
Pretty well put together young man, not extremely tall, what, 5'5", 5'6" maybe? 130 pounds, and he'll be 130 pounds forever at Division I college. I wonder why they don't go after him to wrestle. Probably make him drop down a weight class and wrestle him at 125. Another takedown by Rogers, and the score is 5-0. Three-time state champ, and I don't know if it was all at this weight class. I would
doubt
assume
it.
It was
Hardly.
probably.
It usually isn't. The older they get, they'll put on a few more pounds, bigger bulk. I wouldn't be surprised if last year he was at this one.
Yes, he was 130 last year for sure. I don't know about the 2 years prior to that. Dusty.
His freshman year, he almost certainly would not have been at the 130. He's just amazingly quick.
Ooh, Lakin kid had an arm in and just getting ready to turn him. Rogers pretty quick. don't know if he'd got him on his back or not. 5-1.
20 seconds here in the second period.
Well, the Lakin wrestler had a headlock and is just getting ready to turn Rogers. And the Lakin wrestler will be down here to start the third period. Dalton Davis is up for the challenge as he defeated the Norton wrestler in a 7-6 decision. Rogers here is probably going to turn loose of him. No, he's not. 5-1, Rogers with the lead.
Boy,
they're
amazing on that out-of-bounds stuff.
Calling it a little tighter on the championship match than earlier on. They even scored points outside the outside circle, but now they get a foot out there and they're out of bounds. Dalton Davis from Lakin. Colt Rogers from Smith Center. Minute 21 left in the third period.
Pretty even match, actually.
5-2.
Even though Rogers is up by 3.
Yes. Davis has had Rogers in a headlock a couple times. Looked like he was going to be able to throw him, get him on his back, but Rogers pretty sturdy little young man. Both wrestlers shoot in. Rogers came out on the better end of that deal. He's got a leg. He's going to move up on Davis, who could be in trouble here shortly. Rogers quick to shoot in an arm, and Davis is in trouble. I don't know if he can hold out here.
Down to 15 seconds.
7-2. He's there. He's in deep now, but he won't last.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Smith Center coach was wanting the pin, but he didn't get it. Rogers had Davis flush on his back, but could not pin him.
10-2, the decision here. See if we can't get a shot of Mr. Corman getting a medal in his weight class coming up. Then we'll take a break for 1 or 2.
Colt Rogers, 4 years in a row, has taken the gold medal. He's a 130-pounder.
The award stand at this time for medals and presentations at 125 pounds.
As Dale mentioned, we're going to try and get at least the upper half of John Corman as he receives his 4th place medal.
These people right below us don't stand up. We ought to be able to.
Your 5th place medal winner from Oberlin is Brent Juneman. 4th place medal winner from Minneapolis High School is John Corbin.
There, John.
3rd place medal
in his civvies.
Shot at the back of his head.
Corman with a 4th place finish here at state, 125 pound. Senior, I know will
your 2nd place medal winner from Norton
do well wherever he goes. Boehner from Norton, 2nd.
2010 from Wellsville High School is Zach Hain.
Hain with a good job against the Norton wrestler, Boehner.
A shot of Mother Bonnie down there getting a picture. We'll be back. Take a break here. Make sure we have enough tape for Omni.
At 140 pounds from Osborne High School is Danny Floyd.
Okay, in the 140-pound class, we have Danny Floyd from Osborne, who's quite good, a repeat champion, and Levi Schneider from Ellsworth, representing the NCAA. So we'll show this one. Schneider in the black singlet with the red stripe on your right there, and Floyd in the black singlet with the yellow stripe. Floyd was what, a 1 or 2-time defending champion, Mike? I can't remember. Two-time, I think. Out of Osborne. He's couldn't get Schneider to roll over, so. 45-second mark, it remains 0-all. Schneider tries a dive. Now Floyd dives, picks him up, and they go out of bounds. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Down to 10. They both got a headlock on each other. Neither one can successfully get a dive to get control. And the first period comes to a close, 0-all. Floyd will go down from Osborne to begin the second period. And we've got blood time. We'll knock it off and be back. Okay, here we're back after the blood time. Again, Floyd of Osborne down, Schneider on top. Floyd's trying for the escape, see if he can get a point. And he gets the escape and a reversal. 2-0. Favor Floyd. Now has Schneider by an arm and an ankle. Schneider kind of gets away out of bounds. No score. There's the escape for Schneider. Makes it 2-1. Again, Schneider from Ellsworth in the black singlet. The red stripe. White tennis shoes.
Got the red leg band. 2-1. He's just not rolling over for the Osborne wrestler.
Down to 40 seconds in this period. Second period. Floyd still up 2-1. Schneider's dive is rebuffed by Floyd. Floyd has him on his back.
Boy, he shot that arm in there. quickly, and all of a sudden, I don't see how the Ellsworth wrestler got back off his back.
2-point takedown for Floyd makes the score 4-1, under 10 seconds in the period. 5. Oh, nice.
What a move.
Move there by Schneider to try to get out of that. And it's 4-1 in favor of Floyd. With 1 period to go, Schneider goes in the down position. See if he can get an escape and or reversal.
And you know, I think it was Floyd that was doing the somersaults around the...
Doing some pretty impressive warm-up stuff. But Schneider had the move there.
Sure did. Caution for the Osborne wrestler.
With the reversal and takedown, Schneider could tie it up.
Floyd back on top. Boy, he just looks stronger in that upper body. But credit to the Ellsworth wrestler to make it this far. That weight class is tough. 140 is a tough weight class.
There's an escape. Makes it 4-2. And needs takedown to tie. Down to 1:30.
Floyd kind of on the defensive here. Early on, pressing the action. Now the Ellsworth wrestler knows he needs a takedown, behind by 2.
Down to 1:10. This final period. Under a minute now. Floyd goes for the dive, but Schneider wisely steps out of the way. Down to 40 seconds. They both go out of bounds. Clock stops at 39.
Front of the Osborne singlet is the normal Osborne maroon, and the back is black.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that. Huh.
It's always been maroon and gold, and front's maroon, the side's gold, and the back's black.
Thought that black looked odd for Osborne. Under 25 seconds.
Got a headlock now. Floyd's got a leg. And wow, what a move by the Ellsworth wrestler. Looked like the arm was bent way back on Floyd.
Floyd, is he hurt? I'll take a blood time, we'll be back.
Blood.
Schneider down with this last 18.9 seconds, and he has got to do something dramatic real quick if he has a chance to tie this score and or win. Oh, they've awarded a point to Floyd for what for?
I don't know what that one was. Floyd shoots in. He's got a leg. Takes him almost clear off the mat onto the floor. 12 seconds.
12, yep. 5-2 for Floyd.
Boy, he shot in that time, just missed the leg. He was way in there. Oh my. Oh my.
Gave him a takedown, but that's not going to be enough. Makes the score 5-4.
That kid from Ellsworth.
As time expires.
Ellsworth, he's pretty game.
Unless, let's see what the referees are going to do.
They need to give him at least the reversal. That was close.
Danny Floyd of Osborne wins again. A score of 5-4. Close contest over Levi Schneider of Ellsworth in the NCAA.
Schneider is right there at the end of that thing. I tell you, another few seconds, he got some back points and he'd won that thing.
Well, we'll click off for a little while longer here. Okay, now we're going to have the medal presentations for the 152-pound weight class. Adam Klein will get third place medal.
Halstead wrestler there with he's about 5'6", 160 pounds, and he is low to the floor.
He just won a very impressive bout against a Norton wrestler. Back to the medals for 152 pounds.
Fifth place medal winner from Smith Center.
Oh, sit down, people.
Zach Eaton from Smith Center.
Fourth place medal winner from Wharton High School, Kyle White.
Like everyone's going to clear out of the way just in time.
Third place medal
Oh, here's some more has got to stand up.
is Adam Klein.
Adam Klein, third place finish. Receives his medal there.
Your second place medal winner from Garden Plain High School, Sage Kimish. And your champion for 2010 at 152 pounds from Norton High School, Landon Keysweater.
Congratulations, Adam Klein, on a great career at Minneapolis High School.
Good job, Adam.
We'll be back for the 189-pound bout of Tate Omley, excuse me. All right, the last one we're going to film today. Tate Omley, Elsaline, Brookville, and Minneapolis.
Donning the white and red of the Elsaline Fighting Cardinals, wrestles all year long with Minneapolis, coached by Coach Giles and Chaz Hawk.
Coach Giles, the 17th wrestler to get to the finals.
Omley, very good quarterback, as we mentioned earlier.
Undefeated wrestler on the year.
Wrestling here at 189 pounds for the state championship. Gets in, gets a leg, oh my. That was quick, and there's a 2-point takedown as Omley in has both legs and has the opponent on his back.
Omley's opponent is from Donovan West.
Brett Dunlap.
High School.
There's a caution on the red. It's just Dunlap down. Must have took off too soon or didn't have his hands where they should have been. Now Omley's got a leg again. He isn't going to mess around too much here today, is he?
Nope.
Dunlap's still down, and Omley is up 2-0 here. Just minute 20 left in the first period. He breaks him down nicely. Dunlap down on the mat. Omley now looking to turn him. Lets him go. There's an escape for Dunlap.
Should have won the score.
Sometimes I don't like the idea of turning them loose, but sure worked to the advantage of Klein earlier.
Yes, it did. You need to be very confident in your skills to do that.
Omley shoots in on a single and can't get a hold of Dunlap.
Not like I'm going to get any up anyway. I don't. Take your time.
There, Omley got all the way in and had Dunlap retreating. Had him sitting down, but they were out of bounds.
7 seconds.
Omley is going to take down here to start the second period for Minneapolis, or I should say El Saline. See if we can get a reverse. Brett Dunlap from Donovan West. Omley back up on his feet. They're out of bounds. Omley well cut, fairly muscular individual.
The concession stands will close at the conclusion of this match in progress. Also, coaches, members of the Kansas Wrestling
There's an
Coaches
escape.
Association, please turn in your ballots for senior wrestler of the
3-1.
year and
Omley.
also the coach of the year.
Dunlap shoots in but cannot get a hold of the leg of Omley. Minute 15 left, second period here. Omley in the white, Donovan West, Brett Dunlap in the orange and blue.
Down to 50 seconds in the second period. 3-1 the score. Tate Omley in the lead.
Shoots in there, but Dunlap sprawls and gets out of the way. A little bit leery about the quickness and strength of Tate Omley. And to come out of the first two periods just down 3-1, I think I would be happy if I was Dunlap.
Dive by Omley.
Had a leg for a minute. Dunlap able to sprawl. He's a little bit taller than Tate.
Down to 5 seconds in this period. Still 3-1. Second period comes to a close. Tate Omley up by 2.
I don't know if Coach Giles is going to have him go ahead and turn him loose here and let him have the escape, or see if we can ride him. Nice takedown back points here would be nice, and they elect to not give up the extra point. Now Omley's got a leg. Tries to trip. Dunlap turns him loose, so there's the escape.
3-2 now. 1:40 to go in the match.
Trying to remember what weight class he wrestled at last year. I think it was 161 or 160. Omley gets in deep, but cannot get the leg. Got a double and runs him out of bounds.
Down to a minute. Still 3-2. Too close for comfort.
Yes, it is. Dunlap's going to get on the aggressive end now and hopefully make a mistake, and does, as Omley is quick to get behind him for the takedown. He's probably going to let him go again here.
5-2.
He's got him both legs.
Down to 40 seconds.
Dunlap quick to sprawl out. There's the escape. 5-2 now.
5-3 actually.
Or 5-3, yeah, you're right.
25 seconds remaining.
Well, we'll see if Dunlap can do anything with Tate here in the last 15 seconds. If not, Omley's going to win the state championship at 189. It looks like that's what's going to happen, as Dunlap not able to do much with the El Saline Cardinal. Omley wins it. You bet.
There's the man that helped Minneapolis win the league title this year in the NCAA. Takes home the gold here at the Class 321A State Wrestling. Congratulations, Tate. One of the nicest kids you'll ever meet, too.
Wrestles for Minneapolis during the course of the season, and that Dunlap kid's a pretty good-sized fella.
Yes, he is. Well, this is going to bring a close to our coverage of the Class 3-2A 1A State Championships here in 2010. We hope you've enjoyed it here on Eagle Communications Channel 13. For the linebackers, Dale Leach and
Mike Perry.
We're going to sign off. We're going to head home, folks. Good night.
Good night, everybody.